All right, day 166. So I always want to double check this is working. Okay, I think so. Um, got a lot of my goals done today. A crazy day between kids and snow and snowmans and my daughter's slowly rolling out of bed to get attention. Um, well, I have to read a little bit to finish my goals for the day and do some more work. Um, but I've been thinking a lot today about a couple things, but one is ceilings and what is people's ceilings? I think if you watch sports, you realize that certain people are a lot better than other people at things, and certain people are just gonna drive me crazy. Just getting candy out of her Halloween bag. So, when someone's a backup quarterback, let's say, um, let's just say NFL because it's easy. Let's say that they're a backup quarterback in the NFL. What is the reason they're a backup quarterback? I would argue it's because they've, in some form, reached their ceiling, whatever that is. And I think the trick is figuring out why. Why did they hit their ceiling? That they couldn't go to the next rung. Obviously, a lot of people hit different ladders, little rungs on the ladder, and get to different parts in their professional career or personal career and everything. And why does that happen? Why do we struggle with the next rung? Like everyone rises to the, I forget the guy, but there's a guy that's famous for kind of like attributing that we all get promoted to the point of mediocrity or not knowing what to do next. And I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm kind of like thinking in context of like, if I've not achieved something, is that my ceiling? Did I hit my ceiling for that thing or for life? What what made it my ceiling? Is it a creativity problem? Is it a knowledge problem? Is it an intelligence problem? Is it an effort problem? Is it a discipline problem? Is it a support network problem? Um, is it a psychology problem? Like, I'm sure there's multiple reasons, but if if I think of it as like a bottleneck problem, like a theory of constraints problem, where um, every every way every at any one moment there is one thing holding you back, and if you can knock down that domino, then you go on to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one, and the greatest of the great people either didn't have those problems or they found really good ways to knock them down and overcome those each level of the ceiling. And as I reflect, it's easy to judge everybody else. It's easy to make fun of a backup quarterback, right? Because they, even the starting quarterbacks, it's easy to make fun of them because you it's really easy to point out everyone else's ceiling. Is my point. And but when I think of it in terms of my life and my ceilings, um, it's an interesting thought experiment because some people's ceilings are very obvious to you and not them. Some people's ceilings aren't obvious to anybody. We don't know why certain people can only be backup quarterbacks and certain people can be starting quarterbacks. We don't really know what the one thing is that they can't get over. And it's not that the backup quarterbacks want to be backup quarterbacks. It's not that anyone doesn't want to achieve the next rung. It's that fundamentally, on some level, they get past it. And like I said, I think it's easy to judge others and laugh about how they can't hit the next ceiling. But when I put myself in the backup quarterback's position, I put myself, in life. If I'm trying to achieve the next, goal, the next level of this, whatever it is, I guess I'm trying to think more openly and honestly and objectively about what is causing my ceiling. Is it my work ethic? Is it my choices? Is it, just. Okay, she's actively eating candy in bed now. I bet she's coming to ask me if she can have it. I don't have a good answer. It's just been on my mind today. Is like, if everyone else has a ceiling for everything, and I'm very quick to point it out, then I clearly have a ceiling for everything too. And if I have a ceiling for everything, what is it? Like, why is it? Have I ever really pushed against it? Like the backup quarterbacks wake up every morning at 5 a.m. trying to push their ceiling higher and higher and higher. And I think it's inspirational that they just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until they can break through it. I mean, I think this, like, Geno Smith has been a really good example of that. I feel like Marcus Mariota has been kind of pushing back pushing at that. Josh Dobbs is a great example this year. But I wonder, I would think at that level that is pretty common, that everyone's fighting and clawing and scratching to get 1% better at everything. But I don't think I've ever really worked on something to that degree, to that level. I don't think I know what my ceiling is, reflecting on how I got here, So I think it's something to work through and think more about. What is my ceiling? Why is my ceiling? Am I actively pushing up against it? Am I actively pushing towards it? Am I actively trying to get to the next level, or am I just kind of hoping I do without really, learning or fighting to be like the people pushing up on their ceilings? And maybe my ceiling is extremely high, but I just never really have the balls to go get a ladder, start climbing, So I'm gonna go put her to bed again, but I think it's something I need to do. Some push back on my ceiling and see where it goes. Because the more I see really great, powerful people, and I pretend I'm the same as them, or they're the same as me, they're not better than me, the more I feel like I can do anything. And the more I feel like my ceiling, I don't know the ceiling. And the more it makes me want to go find out what the ceiling is. It makes me feel like if I'm right, test my hypothesis. Are these people that much better than me at everything? I don't know. It seems like they're more obsessed. And is that the thing that's causing my ceiling to stop? Is that the thing? I don't know. I gotta go push up on it a little bit, If it's just being obsessed with stuff, I can be obsessed with stuff. I everything seems easy when I say it out loud, It feels like very attackable, but I gotta be accountable to whatever goal I set. Whatever I think is holding me back, I gotta set a goal and I gotta go get it. I mean, I've been doing this for 66 times or whatever. And that's discipline, that's the kind of discipline I need. So I'll keep working on it. But I think being honest about how we judge everyone else's ceilings is really good, because then we can try putting ourselves in the scenario where we're judging our own ceiling and reflecting on why did we stop? Why did we not get promoted? Why did we, you know, not get better? Why did we not get picked for that next team or that next job or whatever? Why did we not have a successful company or victory or project? You know? What is the thing that is stopping me from being so much better? You know? Is it just time? Is it effort? I mean, it's easy to say time, I think, because it feels very just hopeful, right? Like right now, I think that's so. First of all, I think me changing my brain to allow an answer to be time is really positive, because it means I'm not blaming myself first. So I think that's the first step, is to stop involuntarily blaming yourself. But I think if once I got past that part, or once I'm getting through that part now, it's about being objective and honest about it, you know? And so if I wrote down my resume and my goal, my resume on one hand and my goals in the other hand, what would I objectively tell a friend that is holding them back? And I think I should do that sometime soon as a way to think through this. I mean, on top of my head, I think I would say, stop quitting, keep pushing, keep going when you're stuck. I don't know if that's the whole ceiling, but I'm starting to pretend that it is, and it's helping me. It's not that someone's smarter or better or something, it's that I just quit before them. And the more I believe that, the more I believe I can do anything, So I want to know what my ceiling is, if that was the thing that was causing my ceiling, I'm kind of considering it broken, and I'm deciding if this is just a waiting game to be successful, or if there's what the next level of the ceiling is, So, all right, I gotta sign off, but it was good to get this out, so thank you.